Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we're asking, what are you doing for Memorial Day weekend? And after the break, Medicine Park is once again in the national news. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
Speaking of Medicine Park.
We have some feedback that came from Medicine Park that we'll talk about at the end of the show.
Really?
But we did kick around a little dust in Medicine Park.
We did.
Recently.
We haven't been, it's been a minute since we've been back home.
Yeah.
Met
with some old friends.
Met with some old friends, met with some new ones.
We did make some new friends.
It's happening a lot, though.
Yeah, it really is. That we're running into people
that are new.
New best friends.
But here's the thing.
Or old best friends.
What separates us from these other jack wagons that are Oklahoma influencers, we're just good old boys. We're not pretty.
I don't like the phrase good old boy. I don't like
What do you think that sets us back? You think that sets us back? You don't want to be a duke?
No, I just don't. I don't identify with it.
I do.
Do you?
Just good old boys. I'm
not cool enough to be Luke or Duke.
Listen, could you slide over Luke or Duke?
Luke and...
It was Luke and Bo. Bo and Luke. Duke.
Yeah, Bo and Luke.
Could you slide across the car? Or crawl out of the window?
25 years ago.
Crawling out of the window is kind of an odd flex. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because not a lot of people do that anymore. When's the last time you crawled out of a car window?
25 years ago?
Like March?
Yeah.
So you don't want to be a good old boy. What do you want to be?
I just don't identify as
a fellow.
I don't identify with the phrase.
You want to be a fellow?
No. I just don't identify with the phrase.
Okay, how do you identify? What's your
your
podcast pronoun?
When you say it, it doesn't feel like me. Does that make sense?
You don't come across as a good old boy. Do I? No, I don't either.
But I think you have identity problems all the time.
True.
You can't speak in the same voice for longer than 10 minutes.
What you mean, dude?
Exactly.
What you talking about? But anyway, yeah, we kicked some rocks down there in Medicine Park.
Dr. Pete says he's an ally.
I am an ally, but I've been called an ops.
No, he was saying he was an ally.
Sure. Oh, you're an ally. Okay, well,
the fact that I don't identify as a good old boy.
You are in a safe place. You have an ally.
Safe space.
Safe space, safe place.
We're in the tree with
your podcast, your choice.
Sure.
But yeah, we kicked it around a little bit in Medicine Park. We're going to be doing some more stuff up there, down there.
I know. Yes, we are. And I know that I've said it a few times, but calling balls and strikes, I need Medicine Park to not be closed on Tuesday and Wednesday.
On a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
You're closed on a Tuesday.
I don't like it.
Listen,
there wasn't we had every intention
of trying this, that, and the other.
Overeating dramatically in Medicine Park, and we did not have that opportunity.
I'm not saying we settled. We didn't settle at the old plantation.
No. But we wanted to try. We wanted to.
We kind of did. We did kind of sell out a little bit. We sold out to. We want to try something new. We know the old plantation brings the heat.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I said, I was hoping to do a little bit more interacting, and
instead it was like, hello? Yeah. It was like walking into the house with the door open and going, is anybody home?
Yeah, no, we had to call people and make them open up businesses.
Yeah, we did.
And again, I get it. They work every weekend, so they need days off. I just wish they would. I wish they would work it out amongst themselves that they don't all do it on the same 2 days.
Yeah, it is what it is. We didn't. If we would have maintained in the beginning how they should, their hours of operation should have been, instead of emphasizing on golf carts and parking and, you know what I mean, infrastructure, and focused on store hours, we'd probably in better shape.
Dude, it wasn't that long ago. It was 15 years ago when you and I first started talking about this, and I don't even know if it was 15 years ago, honestly. I'm fine with. I understand they have to
do the This is where we knew we were losing. To lose faith in humanity when Tom Bodett quit saying, "We'll leave the line on for you."
What happened to Tom Bodett?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I love
that. Was so comforting.
Yeah,
we stayed in Motel 6s. How many of them on the way back?
Oh my God, dude! Can we not? You start talking about staying in hotels, I immediately think of the
AARP hotel in Huntington.
It was the AA a hotel, motel in Honeybee. It wasn't Honeybee. It was outside of Honeybee.
Just
That was
outside.
The grossest place I've ever stayed.
I loved it. I loved
it
it.
was so gross.
I was literally looking with my black light to see if I could find any trace evidence.
No, I felt roach juice seeping through the bed.
Oof. You had me at roach juice.
Yes.
But yeah, coming soon. Got plenty of stuff coming out of Comanche County in the next few months.
We do have a lot of stuff planned, don't we?
We got a lot, man. I'm getting anxiety. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a high anxiety situation here at the OnlyinOKShow. I want to do something low key. I want to head to the Paseo District. Let's do some food trucks.
So coming up May 24th through the 26th, the Paseo Arts Festival.
Yeah.
Annual event, free to the public.
Mm-hmm.
This is their largest fundraising event throughout the year.
Yeah, it's big. It's big doings down there.
And it's always on Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing it for a minute, and they get upwards of 60,000 people showing up to that thing.
That's a lot for a very small area.
Yes.
But how do you... That's the other thing, too. I've always wondered how festivals get the numbers. Are we averaging?
Yeah.
Are we doing it on tickets?
No, there's no tickets.
Or not tickets, but like, well, we sold 1,000 drinks times this many. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's a guess.
Like guess.
A real...
I mean, if there's anybody out there that could tell us how festivals guess how many... Because look at festivals like Rush Springs, prime example. They get 80,000,
I know a lot.
100,000.
I know in the past when we've gone into Rush Springs, I know they've had the traffic counters, the
Like
little
doing
rubber
clicking.
hose
Okay, yeah.
going across the road.
Oh,
so
that makes
they're
sense.
counting the number of cars that came in.
Yeah.
But, like, how accurate is that?
Right. What if I'm pulling a trailer? I don't know. But yeah, 60,000. Look, I don't care. It's probably a good estimate, honestly.
I've seen the aerial photographs of the event, and they're definitely doing some stuff. I mean, there's definitely a ton of people there. They have over 100 artists slated this year to be out there, all different art forms, painting, sculpture, jewelry, pottery. I looked, I couldn't find it. I'm thinking about throwing my hat into the ring, do a little hot dog food photography.
Yes.
It's an unrecognized art, let's be honest.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what there's a shortage of. Selfies with food. At least not in the Paseo area. There's probably some, I don't know, closer to Potawatomi County out that way somewhere. But, yeah, selfies.
I think that covers
Or selfie-less selfies.
Selfie-less selfies?
Yeah. Tacos. That's a good suggestion. Taking pictures of tacos.
That seems like a great idea.
I did last night. Go ahead.
As far as entertainment goes, they've got, I think, 2 stages, one on either end of the street, with 50 live performances over the weekend, blues, jazz, pop, rock and roll. I think that William Shatner cover band is going to be out there.
Really?
So I think I made that up.
What would be a good name for a William Shatner cover band?
You remember all of the
Shatner and the Enterprises?
You remember all the Shatner and Nimoy albums that came out in like...
yeah. Like the, what, early 2000s?
No.
When?
Like in the 70s.
Oh, that's right. No, I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah. No, bad.
I just got raked
William
across the
Shatner
coals.
singing the Mamas and the Papas.
That's right. Well, he tried to do something similar like early to mid-2000s again. Shatner sings...
Shatner duets.
Yeah, duets are like the old, I don't know, standards. Tiberius and the Troubadours. Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too. It's a good idea. Shatner and the Tribbles. The Tribbledores.
Yeah.
Their debut album is Tribble Trouble.
Tribble
You can
Trouble.
name it after the episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
I think that's horrible. I think, though, to get to your favorite part of the festival.
No. We got to skip past, I don't want to, but you got to skip past the first one.
No. Festival food. Man. Just some of the highlights, because this list is very incomplete. Barbells and Barbecue. Award-winning traditional Oklahoma barbecue. Brisket nachos, mac and cheese, turkey legs.
Listen, we've had some award-winning barbecue recently.
Yes, we have.
That did not taste award-winning. So stop saying award-winning. Don't do it. It's right up there with naming the restaurant after yourself. It's naming something off the menu after your grandpa and it tastes bad. Don't quit saying it. You're cursing yourself. With us, if you say world champion barbecue, it's gotta be world champion barbecue.
It's gotta be better than what you find on Northeast 23rd Street.
It's hard to beat.
I'm telling
Heavenly.
you.
Shout out to Heavenly Barbecue. Holding it. It's our favorite right now. I'll say it.
Yeah. I honestly, I think the two that are matched up in that particular matchup are probably my two favorite right now.
Well, yeah, but man, Native Smoke, they're freaking burnt ends, man.
Yeah, they were good.
God. And
Okay,
then the freaking,
I gotta quit calling it.
we're calling balls and strikes.
No, I'm just saying I gotta quit trying to call favorites because
Listen, we're swinging at every pitch.
yeah,
Just throw.
we really are.
We're swinging at every pitch. Everyone's a winner in our book. All 1,000 barbecue restaurants in the state of Oklahoma, in our book, you're a winner.
Some other restaurants that are going to be there. That these are just the ones that interested me. The Big Bang Theory, noodles, egg rolls, wontons. Let's Do Greek's going to be there.
Oh yeah, Let's Do Greek is good.
Yeah.
Dang good.
So-
I had him at my job once.
We've done a video.
Yeah, we did a video.
Let's see. Let's Do Greek. Split top dogs. They do New York style hot dogs.
Yes.
It's one that's like saying New York style pizza. Like
I gotta say, I gotta. Mm-hmm.
I gotta see it to believe it.
But New York style gets me. Just tell me you're making a hot dog and let me determine whether or not it's New York or not.
No, I mean like there's legitimately a style of hot dogs specifically served on the streets in New York.
Right.
That is a New York style dog. That is
Chicago,
different.
okay, Chicago style dog.
Right.
I got you.
So, but again, it's one of those things where you say New York style pizza and you serve me, something that's closer to Mazzio's. I don't like playing that game.
I wonder if they're going to change, because OKC was the Dodgers farm league. Do they ditch the Dodger dog now with the Comets?
Oh, I'm sure they have to.
What? Where's it going to be? The Comet Coney?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Or it'll just be a hot dog.
The hot dog, top tier. Hot dogs are top tier.
I think that's funny. I agree with you, but at the same time, I think it's funny that it's, lips and a-holes.
I see your chicken fried steak and I raise you lips and a-holes. I will choose a hot dog over chicken fried steak any day of the week.
Really?
Yeah. I'll take a hot dog. Hear me now. Hear me now and believe me later. I will take a hot dog over a chicken fried steak any day of the week. And
okay.
Yes, the name has changed. Somebody asked if the name has changed. The team, yes.
Okay, so just going a little time travel here. Would you feel the same? Do you think if we had in fact started a hot dog stand 25 years ago? Hey, Landon.
Would we like it still?
Would we like hot dogs?
Damn, man. Somebody asked where the best hot dog is. Coney Island.
You think Coney Island?
Oh, Coney Island has the same business model as the guy that sold the hamburgers in frickin' Ohio. You get a number one, which I think is his chili and onion. You get a number two with chili, cheese, and onion. Bag of chips and a drink.
Mm-hmm.
You get chili spaghetti. I gotta say Coney Island. Or anywhere that uses a Schwab's dog.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Hell, I'll give Sam's its flowers for having a damn good hot dog. I can eat them plain Jane, buddy.
I think you just like hot dogs. So
I do love hot dogs.
It's kind of...
A hot dog is like saying I love all my kids equally. Like I can't find myself, I'm not going to get in a pissing contest over hot dogs. I'll take a hot dog over a hamburger.
Sometimes I'm of that mind, but I'm not always that way. I think you, in your head, you're just singing that
to push
Walt Disney hot dog song, the Mickey Mouse hot dog, Mickey Mouse Club?
No, it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, let's get inside. Sorry. Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
I think that just rolls through your head 24/7.
It does. It
so,
does.
Again, I like the idea, split top dogs. I would hope that it actually is a New York style hot dog. I can't, I'm not prejudging it. I'm just leery in advance.
The problem with the only thing I see wrong with a hot dog is you can do 1,000,001 things to a hot dog, but if you take 1,000,000 things off of it, there's not much of a flavor profile. So New York style, for me, what would a New York style hot dog be for you? Mustard?
Yeah.
It's a mustard dog.
Mustard on a steamed
And
bun.
onions. With onion. Right? Maybe some sauerkraut, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know what a New York style dog is. I put mayonnaise on mine.
No.
Yes.
Please, that's so gross. Let's not.
I didn't say Miracle Whip.
It's just gross. It hurts me. It hurts my soul. They will have, though, the traditional fair food. They have unlimited concessions will be there doing the
Funnel cakes.
Everything is dipped in funnel cake and deep fried. And then nothing bundt cakes. You gave up on sweets, though. You can't have any.
I'm having nothing to do with bundt cakes. See what? Nothing.
So you're cutting out
cold turkey. It starts tonight.
like 17% of all of the restaurants in the state.
I'm done. I'm feeling okay. So I'm
just hurting.
I'm feeling a lot of inflammation.
Okay.
So it's the little things, man. It's the little things that make a big difference. I'm a dad. I'm full of bad dad jokes, and I can't talk. And I'm paid to talk, and I can't. All right. Free parking sold.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I'm going to say. The Paseo is hard to get to when they're busy.
It's hard to get to when they're busy, and there's not much parking.
They do have a really cool thing. They've got free parking at First Christian Church on Northwest 36 and Walker.
Yeah.
And they just run a shuttle back and forth.
Yeah.
The whole weekend. I think it's a great idea. I think we recommended that to a small town in South Oklahoma, and they ended up doing it. I can't remember the name of the town, though. Maybe we'll get to them later.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is either.
But if you want more information on the Paseo Festival on Memorial Day, check out the website, thepaseo.org.
Well, speaking of towns south of here that no longer have parking issues, after the break, what's the most charming town in Oklahoma, you ask?
So our partner for today's show is Enid SOS, or Enid Street Outreach Services. Yes. I like Enid SOS.
I like Enid SOS. They follow us on all of our social medias.
They do.
They share all of our stuff. They appreciate what we do, and we appreciate what they do.
They are a local, non-for-profit providing services to low-income, hungry, and or unsheltered people in and around Enid, Oklahoma.
They also provide nutritious meals for those struggling to find adequate food, connect individuals with medical services, and also they're huge advocates for their community as well.
They do a lot of connecting people with services that they need, which I think is a great idea, and I feel like there need to be more
programs like this. Maybe in Norman, or perhaps North Oklahoma City,
or South Oklahoma City.
South Oklahoma City could probably be. How about the OKC Metro, which we can get into a geography lesson about that as well. But yes, if you want to get involved, you can volunteer, you can donate essential items, make a financial contribution. Anything you can help, anything you can do makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's all contributions from volunteers. So if you want to help them out, you can find out more about their program at enidsos.org. HGTV named this Oklahoma small town as one of the most charming in the U.S. Do you agree? News story in the Oklahoman.
Which town are we talking about?
Medicine Park.
The one that's closed on Tuesdays.
And Wednesdays.
They
have a population of 460 people.
Yeah.
They were selected by HGTV as Oklahoma's most charming small town.
I have no doubt about it when the lights are on.
I don't know if I like Medicine Park.
I do too.
I mean, I love Medicine Park.
I do too.
I'm just not 100% sure if it's Medicine Park. I think it's Medicine Park from a national standpoint, but I think in Oklahoma, I think it's up there.
It's up there. Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Claremore's a good example of it.
Claremore at Christmas time.
Oh, dude.
One of the most charming places I've been.
Guthrie,
yeah.
Well, hell, there's probably more. And I feel like we're leaving a bunch out. Atoka, probably. Goodness gracious, who else? Ponca City. I mean, you know what I mean? I think you could set them into a charming category.
Pawhuska.
Pawhuska, yes. I knew it. I felt the laser beams from Pawhuska glaring into my soul. But yeah, I like them. I like them. Just quit closing on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I just like. Don't get me wrong. I love Medicine Park, but you got there is a certain party vibe that is a little bit higher than someplace like Carlton Landing up by Lake Epaula.
It's less on a Friday night. It's probably less family friendly.
Yeah,
you kind of want to get what you need and go back up the hill.
I think swimming Bath Lake is a lot of fun for you and the kids until Friday around 8:00, and then I think it's more loud music and people are a little tipsy. Not that I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I'm just saying, idyllic, charming, small town. I think we might have a few people that would take exception with the Medicine Park title or winning that title.
Well, and there's probably a fair amount that take umbrage with us saying they don't. We're not saying they don't deserve it.
No, I'm not saying they don't deserve it.
I think it's charming from the hours of 5 a.m. until.
I think it's charming all the time, but I think the charm is a little bit different on a Saturday night.
Oh yeah,
when,
for sure.
When everybody's been drinking since Friday night.
Right, and the Hells Angels come into town.
I don't think the Hells Angels come through very often anymore, I'm going to say.
There's a few, though. Have Harley will travel. Have Harley shop. Harleys will show up. Have Harley will travel.
No.
You and me travel.
But HGTV crowned Medicine Park the most charming small town in Oklahoma, saying its proximity to Lake Latonka and the small business scene are great visits. The old cobblestone structure made from locally quarried granite. Again, yes, it's pretty.
Well, and here's the thing.
Go ahead.
It wasn't, I feel like we're a broken record. I really do. When it comes to Medicine Park, we're a broken record. Medicine Park was the basis for what we do now.
It was.
I honestly believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was maybe our pilot episode was about Medicine Park because we knew a little bit more about it.
But no, I think more to the point, it was the reason that we shifted gears and started talking about travel and tourism in the state of Oklahoma. Because it was really cool and there was nothing going on down there.
Yeah, nothing at all going on.
Like you couldn't get
a cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee and a pancake on a Saturday morning was not a thing. You had to drive 10 miles away to get a cup of coffee.
They've come a long way, baby.
They really have. And again, more power to them. And like I said, I do think they're a charming town. I just think that I think sometimes the national scene gets a little lazy in the work that they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they've been in a couple of magazines lately. They must be the most charming town in Oklahoma.
Those lists, I agree. Lists like that, it's just, it's a puff piece. It's a puff piece.
It is a puff piece, and I think it's an important puff piece, and I do think that it makes a difference. You and I have discussed this on many occasions. Going into Medicine Park, you see license plates from Alabama, everywhere. New York, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Those people are in Oklahoma because they read some puff piece from HGTV or some random home and garden magazine.
Yeah. Well, make up your own mind. You want to check out the story, it's at the oklahoman.com.
And I'll include a link in the show notes so everybody can jump right to it.
Well, speaking of Medicine Park and feedback
from Medicine Park,
oftentimes when we're in public, separate or together, we encounter random people coming up to us and going, "Hey, I like what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing what you're doing." Like, okay, I like it. Last night we met Chet
at Old Plantation in Medicine Park,
Oklahoma.
Yeah, walked up and immediately it was handshakes, and I really appreciate what you guys do for small businesses in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot for somebody to come up with. It's not like, hey, I like what you guys do, or hey, didn't I see you on the thing?
And here's the other part of that. We were in a random town in southwestern Oklahoma in Comanche County, met a guy who graduated from Southeastern University at the tippity-tip down in southeastern Oklahoma, spends part of his time in Lafayette, Louisiana, part of his time in Medicine Park.
And the rest of his time, he and his wife just drive around Oklahoma eating at cool restaurants.
And for him, are we giving it away? But the guy says he gets up and watches us every morning.
Yeah, he did say that outside in the parking lot. I thought it was that's pretty
high praise.
Isn't it? Yeah, I start every day with you guys. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
I know it feels like we're making this up because his name is Chet. I know you guys, oh yeah, that was the brother's name in Weird Science. Yeah, but there was also a guy from southeastern Oklahoma named Chet. He's a cool guy. What?
Dude, the Weird Science brother from Weird Science, like now in my head they're connected, and they should have never been connected.
And now Chet's like, screw those guys. I don't listen. Yeah,
I'm never listening again.
I'm done. I'm done with y'all.
Anyway, I really appreciate it. I know you get it a lot more than me. You get the people coming up and going, hey, you're the guy from The Thing.
Yeah, the guy. You're the other guy.
Yeah, I watch your videos.
No, not the other guy. I'm just the guy from TikTok.
Yeah, you're the TikTok guy or the guy from the food thing on the internet. But honestly, if you are wanting to walk up to Brett and I and say, hey, we listen, we watch.
Give me a hug.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Hug me.
I loved it.
Hug me.
I love the interactions. I love having the conversations.
You don't want hugs, though.
I don't care about hugs. Like,
what if somebody came in for a hug?
Fine.
Would you awkwardly do it? I feel like
I'm fine with hugs.
I've seen you eat
ribs. I have 5 kids, dude. I hug everybody.
Yeah, I know, but are you someone that's like, hey, come here, let me wrap you in my...
I don't do your weird, like, one leg in the air hug.
I'm not... You know what? When I hug, I push my pelvis in. I want to make sure that we're completely enveloped in each other.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're out there and you want to hug me.
But more importantly, if you want to say, hey, we've been watching, we like what you're doing.
Yeah.
We're all about it, and we'll probably spend way too much time talking to you.
100%. Well, I want to take the time real quick. We don't do this enough to thank our fans, followers, supporters, be a small business, just like, or people, geeks off the street just like us. We've been doing this for closing in on a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen a huge explosion. We couldn't have done it without you. You know who you are. And by the way, if you're looking for merchandise,
we have merch.
We have merch. Designs.
Some cool designs. I have a couple of shirts coming.
Okay.
For me.
Oh, you ordered them?
I ordered some off the site because I like them. A couple of your designs are pretty cool. I'm going to give you that.
I appreciate it. I worked really hard with my buddy Chad. Chad GPT helped me design this shirt. But we've got some merchandise. You head over to redbubble.com, and I think it's you just look up.
OnlyinOKShow got me right to it. But we're putting links on all the social medias, so
be on the lookout. If you're looking to buy a shirt, head on over. Every little bit helps. Every shirt that you buy feeds a child.
Feeds a Brett for
a 3 and a 4, possibly a 3 and a 4-year-old. It may feed them as well.
Yes. Well, this has been the OnlyinOKShow. New shows all the time, new content constantly.
Yeah,
it's wearing me out.
What is it? It went from being live free or die hard to get high or die trying. That's not it. That's not it. Get rich or die trying. It's been the OnlyinOKShow. I'm Brett.
I'm Harley, and we're out of here.
Peace. These rose-colored glasses. You'll come out.
No. I do it, yeah. We'll figure it out.
What's your favorite AC/DC song?
It's probably going to be lame.
You're going basic. You're going to say Back in Black.
No, I was thinking,
Who Made Who?
Thunderstruck.
I like,
Who Made Who? Yes, you do.
Ain't nobody call you.
God.
All right, we ready to kill this?
Almost.
Where do you get your money, honey? Where do you get your kids? Yeah, you been thunderstruck.
You know what you don't see? A lot of use of utensils in barbecue. Unless you eat the sides.
Yeah?
Do you really need sides?
Yes.
We'll be at Wolf Trap tonight in Edmond. I've been to the Wolf Trap one time, and Jamie says you don't need sides. I've been to the Wolf Trap one time, and I got so inebriated because you can't. There's certain words you can't say.
Mm-hmm.
I've been so under the weathered at the Wolf Trap that I drove all the way to Northwest 39th in Meridian, and I don't remember how I got there. I got there by the grace of God that evening.
Bearded Hogs Barbecue. Are you going to serve food at the Wolf Trap?
Yes.
Or are you playing on stage at the Wolf Trap?
Yo. Hey, yo.
What
Hey,
up,
dog.
Dr. Pete?
Hey, Dr. Pete, how you doing? You like my Rocky?
No,
Hey, yeah.
it's not good, actually.
Let's just not how hard you get hit. It's how quickly you get back up again and get knocked down again.
I give you credit on your voices. That one
No?
That one is no bueno.
It's not bad.
Hey,
No,
it's not. It's not.
Hey, you
It is no bueno.
Hey, we in. Food truck will be there. Bearded Hogs. Bearded Hogs is live. It'll be live tonight at the Wolf Trap. Okay. Okay. Harley is good to go, mates.
Mm-hmm.
He's good to go, mates.
Did you pay attention to the all-female crew that went into space?
Oh, God. I really feel like, this is honest to God truth, I really feel like we're in the movie Idiocracy.
Dude, Gail King came out. It's Gail King, right?
Yeah.
Oprah's girlfriend.
Yep.
Came out today, offended that people aren't calling her an astronaut because she made the same run as what's his name, Shepard did on his original flight or whatever.
Right.
He did it.
He
You
did it.
were a passenger.
You were a passenger. Yeah.
Come on.
It's like, did Goose really fly the jet? No, he didn't.
It's worse than that. It's like driving in a car around the block today and going, I'm the same as Henry Ford.
Darth Pete says it gave Let Them Eat Cake. It just feels like we're in Idiocracy.
It's just bad.
I like Kid Rock, but I cannot lie. I had to do it like that. But having him in the Oval Office preaching the gospel about ticket resellers overpricing and having Trump sign another executive order to keep... And I'm all for it. I like to go to concerts, and I pay way too much to go to concerts. And we all do. But it just feels... Kid Rock showing up in like this obnoxiously loud suit pant combo, looking like he's about to get shot out of a cannon with Super Dave. Like, You know what I mean? It just, and then sending Katy Perry to space. What did we prove? Why don't we send a teacher? Why don't we send cornerstones of the community?
The fact that they said it was an all-female crew. Like, no, it was an all-female road trip.
Yeah.
They weren't flying.
No, they weren't flying. They were literally... How much do you have to train for that? I mean, I'm sure you got to do anti-gravity training and shit like that.
William Shatner went to space, dude.
I mean, he's 90-something.
And he was in his 90s when he did it.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's bad. It just doesn't look good. I'm not like...
11 minutes, yeah.
I'm not happy. Cornerstone. Well, I'm talking about cornerstones of the... Okay, pillars of the community. There we go. Pillars of the community. Let's send the View and leave them up there. Can you imagine Joy Behar? Are we ever going back down? No, we're not. And it's your fault. I bet Whoopi would go, Whoopee! I flew a shuttle and I liked it. You know what I mean?
I was doing it to make sure that you received the file so that in the future I could include pictures because I know you can't read.
I can actually read. I'm one of the best weirdos in the entire world.
You can read if there's a picture there to help you along.
Vagine. That's what I think when I look over at you. I'm getting off sweets.
Okay.
They're my nemesis.
So I have to do the cheesecake.
You got to do the
this
cheesecake.
Savoy?
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm done with the sweets.
All right.
Did you hear that on cue? I'm done with sweets. Stop selling donuts on my way to work. Okay? Don't sell donuts on my way to work anymore. Okay. 3, 2, 1.